We take a different dimension from the president's visit in Nyanza, and leaders from Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition party have accused President William Ruto of deliberately delaying funding of political parties by the state. The leaders say that political parties are required to get 0.3% of the revenue collected by the national government as outlined in the amended Political Parties Act of 2011. They say the delay in releasing the funds is aimed at crippling their ability to oversight the government. Martin Mwangi with the details.
Secretary Generals of political parties allied to the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition have hit out at President William Ruto over what they term as plans to cripple the opposition. This, through delaying of funds from the state, meant to help them keep the government in check as a constitutional granted right. They accuse him of dishonesty by pledging to strengthen the opposition.
When the funding is denied of the political parties, it affects the whole of the governance program in the country and allows one man to run the show, because all other parties have been denied an opportunity to inform any government agenda.
We as Secretary Generals of the qualifying parties have had a meeting with the Registrar of Political Parties. She has confirmed that in fact Treasuries has still refused to disburse the money to the political parties. So when the President says that he expects a very robust opposition, he is lying to Kenyans, because his actions are directed towards ensuring that they cripple political parties, especially the opposition political parties.
The 11 Secretary Generals who held a joint press conference said the Treasury has been adamant despite an order by political parties dispute tribunal.
To date, the 48 qualifying political parties have not received the first quarter, second quarter or third quarter funding, even after the political parties dispute tribunal on the 6th of December 2022 directed the Registrar of Political Parties to release the first quarter funding covering the period July to September 2022 to all qualifying parties pending the full determination of the UDA, that is UDA, application for a review of allocation formula.
However, President William Ruto, during his joint interview with the media, said an ongoing court case has frustrated the political parties' funding efforts.
There will be adequate resources always
for the political parties.
Okay. The challenge that we have is money was provided. It was sent to the ORPP, you know. But the challenge is some parties went to court to quarrel about the amounts. Surely, as somebody who respects the rule of law, do you want me to go and override the courts?
Okay.
In November last year, the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties issued a Gazette notice where it emerged that only 48 political parties would receive a total of 1.48 billion shillings from the political parties fund. UDA would receive the largest share, followed by ODM. However, UDA filed a case with the Political Parties Tribunal seeking to hold the disbursement, claiming that the criteria for allocation had not been shared.
The only thing that is there is lying from a person who lied 5 years ago, for a whole 5 years ago. And now he has again come to lying to Kenyans that he is talking to Kenyans. He is helping political parties that are not in government to check him. How can we be able to check him if he has denied us funding? If we cannot run our offices, if we cannot pay the rental alias that or rental requirements that is required of us.
Martin Mwangi, NTV.